molest their children.
They're like, we're actually transferring this gorilla to a different zoo because of some issues with the congregation.
What I was saying is, they've been seen like doing things that don't benefit their survival in any way, which means they are doing some sort of religious thing that they think. They do this thing where they like dance around a tree and they take rocks and they put it up in the tree and they have to stack a certain number of rocks up there, which has no benefit to their survival whatsoever, meaning that there's a part of their brain that is evolving consciously to believe in like an afterlife or a god, or whether or not they think if they do that then it will rain or something like that. They're becoming superstitious or
they think
religious or whatever.
There's powers behind the universe.
Yeah.
Did they ever do that before? Like that's like a next level of
that means they're
human
also
style thinking.
I think that's a thing that bothers some people. Like it's almost like an uncanny valley thing where it bothers people to see an animal do something that's like a human kind of behavior.
Yeah. Apes have started a stand-up comedy scene.
And you can see, you go, oh, maybe it does this, or you evolve to a certain point as a species that you can develop like a civilization, like a better world, and then you start to devolve rapidly and you plummet. And it all because of like pleasure centers and obeying those things and just So you go, I wonder if it's just this. For like, and then another species comes along. And
every species like goes like this, and then they get TikTok, and then they just are dead.
Yeah, pretty much.
Within 90 years.
Like Atlantis was probably guys walking around with, there was like sneakerheads.
Yeah.
They were walking around Atlantis like smoking cloves, saying bruh, having podcasts.
Guys in Atlanta smoking dabs and just being straight retarded.
Just some guy in a Wahlburgers in Atlantis. It would be funny if they discovered Atlantis and it's just like Wahlburgers and like Foot Lockers.
It's a shoe palace. It's just a bunch of sweatpants with like the cast of Friends on them.
No, they're gonna discover Atlantis. It's gonna look like the Promenade.
Yeah, Atlantis is just a big Scarface poster in the home theater.
Yeah, they're like, we found a theater and the last movie playing was Boondock Saints, and then the whole thing sank into the ocean. But you are right, because we always imagine like, well, there was some cataclysmic event, but it's like, what if they just became too retarded to like fuck anymore?
Yeah,
and just died out.
That's what it kind of seems like.
Yeah.
How do we not know? Like Atlantis, like didn't become some idiocracy type of event where people were going, no, we're supposed to live under the water, flood the island, flood it, and they just they killed themselves,
right,
by saying like they needed to do it for gender or something.
Yeah. Like if we kept living, would we end up seeing apes evolve? Like if we kept, like, does this round of apes ever evolve? Because I know we came from apes, but what about all the apes that stayed apes?
Right.
If we lived hundreds of thousands of years, like we just were immortal, would we eventually start seeing apes at the zoo, like fucking, just like putting on suits and starting to become people,
smoking cigarettes?
Yeah, like would they start would you start seeing them like start verbalizing words and shit?
They can. Well, they already have their own languages and stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
But even, you know what's interesting? I just learned this: dolphins can commit suicide.
Really?
They're the only other species besides human beings that commit
How so?
suicide.
So like with a gun.
Yeah, they make best friends with a Japanese man.
Actually, how does
the dolphin kill itself?
The dolphin suicide is just swimming to Japan. Yeah, I wonder, do they just swim into a rock really quick?
Dolphins have the physical ability to commit suicide by voluntarily holding their breath until they die.
Oh my god.
That's so sad. I wish I didn't know that.
Damn.
Meet Peter, the dolphin that committed suicide.
And they do that at like SeaWorld and shit. Yeah, they're just holding their breath.
Yeah, because that's dolphin prison, really.
Yeah, it is. It's
man.
Dolphin Rikers at SeaWorld.
Yeah, they're all playing cards for cigarettes underwater. There's one dolphin tattooing another dolphin with just a pen. Yeah. Molesting the one pedophile dolphin.
Kill the pedophile.
Yeah, they're like, yeah, you're at SeaWorld, and they're like, so this next dolphin is all the other dolphins big. So what they do is they turn his ass out for chocolates and candy.